the Queensland government has written off up to $4 million worth of COVID-19 fines years after they're issued. Now, the government said, look, it's standard debt collection practice. We're going to write it off after X amount of time. More than 4,000 infringements were referred during the pandemic. The outstanding value comes in about $7.5 million, which included debt collector fees, but they've now finalised all debts, so they've written them off. Part had been paid in full or part, but about 2160, so 2,000 plus, was still written off. Is it part of the fact that a Conservative government is now in Queensland? Possibly, but they've said, look, 5 years after the pandemic began, it's time to move on and finalise outstanding matters. Withdrawn, whatever. Overall, they've written no, not related to the pandemic. So not just that. It's interesting that that's taking place. We had the article last week from the former Chief Health Officer of Victoria, saying that they made a mess of things. We've got articles talking about a decline in immunisation rates for a handful of reasons. The one reason that is different historically is declining trust because of COVID, the way COVID was handled. And then you've now also got, in a very tiny line at the very bottom here, the New South Wales government also announcing they're going to withdraw and repay tens of thousands of fine issued during the pandemic. The complaints that people were saying that the governments were becoming authoritarian and overreaching their remit and all the other bits and pieces, which those claims were suppressed because Google deleted those sort of accounts, and so did Facebook and everybody else. You couldn't go around and say that sort of stuff. It seems that history and COVID is not as clear cut as people are claiming it was. And we'll see what happens as it goes forward. That's going to be interesting.